Okay, this is gonna be in two parts because I tried uploading it once before, but it didn't work. So because it was too long, it was like 16 minutes or something. Best part of the book, though. So wind howled through the night, carrying a scent that would change the world. A tall shade lifted his head and sniffed the air. He looked human except for his crimson hair and maroon eyes. He blinked in surprise. Wait, I just skipped the funny world change part. The air smell a scent that would change the world. So that scent would change the world. We need a scent like that to change our world because our world is being destroyed. And if that change scent smells anything as good as my candle, which I decorated myself by the way, then it's good world change because that candle smells like vanilla. I'm kind of mad right now because YouTube took down my video. He blinked in surprise. The message had been correct. They were here. Or was it a trap? He weighed the odds, then said icily, "Spread out. Hide behind the trees and bushes. Stop whoever is coming, or die!" You don't have to... Why is he threatening them? They are tools. I guess he can threaten them. Around him shuffled 12 Urgles with short swords and round iron shields, painted with black symbols. They resembled men with bowed legs and thick brutish arms, made for crushing. A pair of twisted horns grew above their small ears. The monsters hurried into the brush, grunting as they hid. Soon the rustling quieted and the forest was silent again. The shade peered around the tick tree. I told you I can't pronounce the H. And looked up at the trail. It was too dark for any human to see, but for him the faint moonlight was like sunshine streaming between the trees. Every detail was clear and sharp to his searching gaze. He remained unnaturally quiet, a long pale sword in his hand, a wire-thin scratch curved down the blade. The weapon was thin enough to slip between armor, yet stout enough to hack through the hardest armor. So it's super thin, it's stout enough to hack through the thickest armor, and yet it has a wire, and then yet it has a long scratch across its blade. So many contradictions in one paragraph. The Urgos could not see as well as the shade. They grouped like blind beggars, fumbling with their weapons. An owl screeched, okay, we've got time, cutting through the silence. No one relaxed until the bird flew past. Then the monsters shivered in the cold night. One snapped a twig. Let me see. Okay, a few more pages. With his heavy boot, the shade hissed in anger, and the Urgle shrank back motionless. He suppressed his distaste. They smelled like fetid meat. Fetid means smelling extremely unpleasant. I looked it up last time. Meat. He turned away. They were tools, nothing more. The shade... Wait. Okay, I just skipped. Okay. The shade hissed in anger, and the Urgle shrank back, motionless. So, and then they were motionless, or... I've got a rolling chair. So I just thought that was funny because, like, contradiction again. The shade forced back his impatience as the minutes became hours. The scent must have wafted far ahead of its owners. He did not let the Urgles get up or warm themselves. So they were sitting there for hours? That doesn't seem very comfortable. And it's like a lot of time. And I'm running out of time. I'm gonna make it like, let's make it 5 minutes. Oh shoot, 10 minutes. 9 minutes. 8 minutes. Okay. He denied himself those luxuries too, and stayed behind the tree, watching the trail. Another gust of wind rushed through the forest. The smell was stronger this time. Excited, he lifted a tin lip in a snarl. "Get ready," he whispered, his whole body vibrating. The tip of his sword moved in small circles. It had taken many plots and much pain to bring himself to this moment. It would not do to lose control now. Eyes brightened under the Urgle's thick brows, and the creatures gripped their weapons tighter. Ahead of them the shade heard a clink, as something hard struck a loose stone. Faint smudges emerged from the darkness and advanced down the trail. 3 white horses, with riders cantered down towards the ambush, their heads held high and proud, their coats rippling in the moonlight like liquid silver. I'm guessing the heads of the riders and the riders' cloaks. So I'm guessing the horses don't have cloaks. But they should make it clear. On the first horse was an elf with pointed ears and elegantly slanted brows. On the first horse was an elf that looked like an elf. His build was slim but strong, like a rapier, which is a kind of sword, by the way. A powerful bow was slung on his back. Yeah, we got time. A sword pressed against his side, opposite a quiver of arrows fletched with swan feathers. The last rider was the same fair face and angled features as the other. He carried a long spear in his right hand and a white dagger at his belt. A helm of extraordinary craftsmanship, wrought with amber and gold, rested on his head. Okay, between those two, I'm gonna read okay, I'm gonna read the description of the last elf, and then I'm gonna pause. Between those two rode a raven-haired elven lady, who surveyed her surroundings with poise. 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 Poise, I looked it up last time. What did it mean again? Graceful and elegant bearing in a person. And it's pronounced... Ow! Oh shoot, that hurt. I guess I shouldn't wear these unless I'm listening to myself. Okay, and the creatures grip their weapons with poise. Framed by long black locks, her deep eyes shone with driving force. Her clothes were unadorned, yet her beauty was undiminished. At her side was a sword, and on her back was a long bow and a quiver. She carried in her lap a pouch that she frequently looked at, as if to reassure herself that it was still there. I'm guessing that pouch was important, but you won't find out until next time. Goodbye.